as I said, today we want to talk about seven saying of Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam. It's الصدقة دواء منجح وأعمال العباد في عاجلهم نصب أعينهم في آجلهم. So this saying of Amir al-Mu'minin has two parts. And today we want to focus on a first part, and second part, it's kind of clear, and only I think the translation is enough. So about the first one that says Amir al-Mu'mineen, as-sadaqatu dawa'un munjih. Charity, yeah, charity, sadaqah, or alms are the best remedy for illness, for disease. So what's exactly meaning of this one, this part? Uh, because if I want to clarify this one, I have to say that first, all of the human beings, they have two aspects. First aspect is their body, is their physique, and the second one is their soul or spirit. So, and both of these parts, they have disease and sickness sometimes. Uh, exactly like sometimes I got a cold. Sometimes my soul and my spirit also got a disease and will face some problems. And another one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best doctor of our soul, is a doctor of our spirit, because exactly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a creator of these our soul and our spirit. And he knows what's the best remedy, what's the best cure for our illness. And let's say the remedies of soul are two types, are two kinds. One of them is the changing ideology. Another one is act. Because if I have an arrogance in my life and I think that I'm proud, so I have to change my ideology about what I believe about myself. I have to understand it, that I'm not something important. I'm only one creature between all of the creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in this case, by changing my ideology, I will understand. I can, cure myself. So ideology and changing ideology, it's one of the best, remedy for all of the disease. I mean, the spiritual disease that we have. But this kind of remedy, this kind of cure, it takes a lot, because changing ideology is not something easy. We have to think about it. We have to reflect lots of days, lots of weeks, and maybe years. But another one, it's acts and the actions. Maybe sometimes they're working sooner. They are, they're working for a time that exactly we are in danger of one spiritual disease. This is exactly like, some remedy. Maybe Brother Shafiq, as a dentist, knows better. Because some of the, remedies, they are working immediately, and we need them in a time that we are in a danger. So acts and actions exactly are like this. After doing something by these actions, yes, absolutely, you have to change your ideology. You need some, maybe permanent cure and permanent, remedy. Another point that is important, it's according to this hadith and some ahadith, even in Nahjul Balaghah, Imam says as-sadaqa is one of the remedy, is one of the remedy for our soul. So if we want to maybe talk more about, all of them was introduction, that we can, clarify what we are talking about. Exactly, if we want to say what are the illness and what are the diseases that we have, and we can cure them by sadaqah and donation, I can say, at least we have two groups of, sickness. One of them is a personal sickness. Another one is a social sickness or disease. And we can cure both of them by sadaqah. About the first one, if I want to talk about the first one, I can name at least some of the disease that we have, our personal problems. As an example, number one, it's miserliness or stinginess. It's al-bukhl. We call it bukhl in Arabic. This is one of the things that we had in hadith, in sayings of Amir al-Mu'mineen. I think that was the third session. Imam said al-bukhlu arun, stinginess, miserliness. It's kind of shameness for somebody. We have to try to avoid to be miserly, to avoid to be stingy. And another hadith that I've mentioned there, البخل جامع لمساوي العيوب, saying 371. Imam says stinginess, it's exactly equal, and it contains all other problems and all other shortage about the spiritual matters. So when you are donating money, you are curing the problem that you have in your own, the stinginess. When you can't spend even money for your family members, and sometimes you're keeping your money for yourself without any spending, even in a time that you are full of need of that. Only we want to collect and gather money upon money. When you are donating money, even maybe a little money, but when you're donating money, absolutely you are curing this problem. Because you say with yourself, oh, I spend money for somebody else. Why I'm not spending money for my family members? Why I'm not spending for myself? So this is, without any attention, without, we can say undeliberately, can help us to cure ourselves. This is about miserliness. Or as an example, when you're donating money, you will understand that the money is not something important, that you are paying attention every moment on it, because somebody that is stingy every moment is paying attention about the wealth and the money that has. But when you're donating money, you will understand it. Oh, sometimes I'm losing money. Sometimes I have to be separated from this money. After death, I cannot be with this money, and lots of other things. This is an introduction for thinking about the new ideology about this life. And as a result, you can change your ideology. Second, personal disease that I can name, it's love of this life. We have in hadith that says, if you want to name ahead of all of the mistakes, all of the faults in this word, you can name حب الدنيا, the love of this world, the love of this life. This is exactly, maybe can be like a stinginess. When we are loving this world and all of our attention is this life, when you are separating one thing that is in your heart, because the money for somebody that is full of love of this dunya, this earth and this world, it's in a heart, money is in their heart. So they have to separate it. They have to cut it from their heart to maybe donate to somebody else. When you're donating this one, when you're separating, when you're cutting this one from your heart and donating, after that it will be easy for you to maybe be away from this dunya. And third one that I can name, and maybe last example about the personal diseases, it's dirtiness and filthiness of our soul. Yeah, because sometimes our soul will be dirty, filthy. So, and at this time, I have to cure, I have to maybe wash my heart, or I have to wash my, soul. And we have one verse of the Holy Quran, if I want to find it. It's Surah Tawbah, verse 104. Surah Tawbah, verse 104. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ألم يعلموا أن الله يقبل التوبة عن عباده ويأخذ الصدقات وأن الله هو التواب الرحيم. But that was the we need the last verse also, 103. خذ من أموالهم صدقة تطهرهم وتزكيهم بها وصل عليهم إن صلاتك سكن لهم والله سميع عليم. So in this verse, 103, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to get from those believers that they want to be pure, get from them the money. خُذْ مِنْ أَمْوَالِهِمْ صَدَقَةً. You, O Prophet, get from their wealth some money, some amount of money. Why? Because this action can help them to be pure, to tahhiruhum. This is really fantastic. That when Rasulullah, even not themselves, sometimes me myself, I'm donating money by my maybe a decision. Sometimes Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam getting money from me. But even in this occasion, without any intention, can be can help you to pure your life, to pure your maybe soul. So one of the way that if we want to wash and make pure our our soul and the dirtiness and filthiness of our soul, it's sadaqah. So that was about the personal diseases. So maybe we can name another personal diseases, but I think that's enough. And about the social disease. So if we want to ask, sadaqah is a remedy of what kind of diseases in society, we can name some of them. I want to name 3 of them. First of them, it's about the poverty. It's a clearless, and it's the first disease that we have in society that will solve and will be cured by sadaqah and donation. It's poverty. When you're donating money, absolutely you will help to decrease the differences that we have in financial issues in our society. But we shouldn't forget something, and this one is priority. In donation, you have to pay attention exactly in different verses of Quran that we have a priority in donation. At first, when you want to donate the money, you have to pay attention about your family members. After that, in the second step, about your neighbors and the friends. And the third one, about your city. After that, about other people. So step by step, we have to, donate the money. Sometimes we forget this one. Maybe many of rich person, me myself, I know that they have in their family members some person, they are full of need of money, but those people, those rich men, they are donating money to some orphanage, to some, I don't know, any other city and any other institute. Why are they doing this one? According to Quran, they have to donate and first to their family members, because if all of us we promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to solve the problem of our family members, we don't have the problems in any families, because in any family members you can find someone that they are rich. You can find it, yeah, between maybe about 200 person in a big family, yeah, in a relatives. You can find some person that has the ability to solve part of the problems of the that family and those persons. So when we are not paying attention about our family members, absolutely we will have the problem. We are donating someone that is not eligible, because one of the things that is recommended in the hadith and also in Nahjul Balaghah, we have to donate money to someone that is eligible, that is qualified. A youngster that is, that person is able to work, to do something. When that person is bigger, we shouldn't help that person, we shouldn't donate that person. You have to suggest, yeah, the help of us is not paying money for that person, it's talking with him. You can say, oh brother, I believe you can do something. If you want some suggestion, I can say, as an example, this one, this one, this one, these are a good action that you can do, and you have the ability to do it. We can say it by lots of favor, by lots of mercy. We can talk with them, and this is a help that we can do it, and it's recommended. This is exactly that Quran says, if you want to donate, say something وقول المعروف. Say something that is by lots of favor, I mean some words in this way. So it's important. If we are if we are not donating money to our family members, to close friends and somebody that we are knowing them, we are donating someone that maybe is not eligible. And in this case, we will have many person that they are not, they are eligible, but anybody are poor. That was about the first disease in society, poverty. And a second one, it's marriage. Because we have in every country between all of the youngsters and Shia community, and even in Sunni community, all of the human beings that they want to get married, but their problem is not studying. Their problem is not, you I don't know, maybe some business, or maybe some I don't know, they're not ready. No, they want to get married, and yeah, needs. So we can help them. We can help somebody that they want to get married, but they don't have enough money. Maybe somebody that they are got engaged, but they don't have enough money to, maybe rent a house for themselves. So in this case, when we are donating money in this way for the marriage of youngsters, we have a hadith that says everyone wants to pay money for Islam, spend money for youngsters that they want to get married. So we can do it. If, as an example, if Brother Abbas, for lots of reasons, doesn't, maybe doesn't like to get married right now. Yeah, I don't know. So he can donate money to some, youngsters that they need and they are full of need of getting married. If they don't get married, they will commit sin. So in this case, you are saving them from the committing sins by your money. And absolutely, the reward and the sawab of this action and being away from the committing sins will send to you. So this is another thing that we can solve it in society by donating money. And a third problem we can solve it by donation in society. It's occupation. It's because sometimes we are donating money. Maybe we are donating a package of food for someone. So only the person that they are getting, getting this package, they can eat it, and nothing more. Or maybe if you're donating a amount of money, only they can spend it. But if you help someone to find a job or to have occupation, after that person, he will try to gain money every month, and you will help that person to continue his life and to maybe govern or to organize his life. So this is one of the things that's suggested. If you can help someone to do something to work, it's better if you're donating money to that person. So these are conclusion about the sadaqah. But we have some other benefits for sadaqah, to only name some of them. One of them, as an example, we have in another hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam. Maybe in another occasion we will talk more about it. That sadaqah will increase your money. Sadaqah will increase your money. Yeah, if you have some problems in your financial issues, you can donate the money. It can help you. I had a teacher. When he had a problem, sometimes I didn't have enough money, and about 15 days later, I wanted to get my salary. About 2 weeks later, but only I had amount of money for spending 2 or 3 days. He said, in that occasion, I invited someone to my house, and I was using and donating all of those money for that I can continue my routine days and routine life without any problem. So it needs a belief. We need a belief for these actions. We need a faith. So another one will increase your age and your umr. Another one, it will be as an obstacle for sudden problems, because sometimes we have some sudden hardship that we didn't expect them. Sadaqah will avoid from them. And also another one, it will be fade lots of deadly sins. And another one, it's rescue from 700 shaitans. 700 shaitans, it will be away from us. And some other things that we have in our hadith. So that was about sadaqah, and that part, I think, as we said, maybe the translation is enough. So this part says, وَعَمَالُ الْعِبَادِ فِي عَاجِلِهِمْ نُصُبَ عَيُّنِهِمْ فِي آجِلِهِمْ. One has to account in the next word for the deeds that he has done in this word. We will see exactly what we have done in that word. and it needs maybe some discussion about the philosophical, discussion that we will, we will be in a resurrection by our body, or another body exactly like this body, or only by our soul. And these are something that maybe we can understand it a little bit from this hadith: أعمال العباد في عاجلهم نصب أعينهم في أجلهم. It's kind of something like this, that maybe we can talk it in beliefs. So if you have any question, you can ask, brothers. Nothing. So we can finish our session right now, because some minutes that we have more, you can spend it for saying that salat that I said. I send it